everybody, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train, and in today's video I've got both a grocery haul plus everything that I made last week during my pantry challenge. So this is another long video just like last week because not only am I showing you my grocery haul, I'm also showing you all the meals that I made during my pantry challenge. So if you want to look down below here, you can skip ahead to the little section that you want to see. For those of you that missed my video last week, I started a 2-week pantry challenge because I took inventory of my freezer and I was kind of ashamed what was in there, but thank you for all the encouragement saying that I'm not alone. I was able to write down everything I had and I came up with like 16 different meal ideas. So I'm slowly going through all the things in my freezer and trying to make as many dinners and breakfasts as I can. I'm also trying to keep it under budget as much as possible because I am trying to use up what I can. Last week I spent maybe like $40 something. This week I did go a little bit higher for a couple of reasons. First of all, we're buying stuff for a small group for Sunday. I'm making breakfast for the kids. That took a lot of money. I also am making a recipe for my group nutrition coaching, so I have to record that as well. So that was an extra expense. But if you take those out, then I really didn't spend a whole lot on actual groceries this week, as you will soon see. But before I get into the groceries, let me kind of take you through just like the different dinners that I made, some of my snacks that I pulled out of the freezer, just to give you guys some good ideas on how to use up some of those random things in your kitchen. The first dinner I made was red chicken curry, and holy cow, I cannot believe how good it was. The only thing that I had to buy was the coconut milk. I did buy the onions too, but that was basically it. I started off by cooking some jasmine rice in my rice cooker, and then I poured some olive oil into a pot along with some diced onions and a bunch of curry powder. I also added some chili powder, I think some cumin, and then I eventually added some coconut milk, and the chicken, I chopped it up just a little bit because they were bigger pieces. Then I also added 2 tablespoons of that red curry paste, and holy cow, that was good. I also added a bag of stir-fry vegetables I found in the bottom of the freezer, and really all I did was let that simmer for about 20 minutes. As you can see, it is all done. All I did with the rice was I think put a little bit of vegetable broth and some curry powder in it, so that's why it's a different color. But oh my gosh, this tasted just like the Thai restaurants. I'm so glad that we have a whole lot more of that curry paste because I'm going to be using it a whole lot more very, very soon. The next recipe was super easy. I just used the box of Annie's one pot pasta. It was the white cheddar broccoli mac, and I had chicken sausages, broccoli, and onions. So again, I started off by cooking some onions and some olive oil. I also chopped up the chicken sausages pretty small and cooked those along with the onions. Now this box of pasta was a little different because you had to add the water and the powder mix first. I think you were supposed to add the pasta in too before it boiled, but I added it while it was boiling, and then the milk, and then you let that simmer for like 15 or 20 minutes or so. But as you can see, it was all finished, and all I did with the broccoli was cook it in the microwave. So I added the chicken sausages and the onions to the pot, and then once the broccoli was done, I just mixed it right in. It served 4, and it created a huge serving. Actually, we were able to fill our bowl up pretty full, and it was actually pretty good. I was surprised at how good the Annie's was. It had the dehydrated broccoli in it as well, so that kind of added a little bit of extra vegetables. But yeah, I found that at Mr. Max, and you know, I think I would probably buy it again in the future. The other recipe I made was a ham and rice casserole. I made this or something similar to it during my Mr. Max like meal plan the week that I did that. But again, I cooked up some onions and then got out a bag of ham from the freezer and cooked those together. Then in a bowl I added eggs, milk, salt and pepper, and then some white rice that I had cooked in the rice cooker a little bit earlier. And then I had a bag of spinach in the freezer that I just kind of thawed a little bit and drained a little. And then some shredded cheese. Then you mix all that together, add the ham and onions, put it all in a 9x13 casserole dish, and then bake it. It was really easy, and it served 6, which made huge servings. Oh my goodness. But it was actually really easy to make. I had pretty much everything already in the freezer or the pantry, so this really makes for a huge, good pantry meal. I did make another pantry meal, which was street tacos, and if you watched my live last week, then you probably saw it. I'm not going to add it here just for that reason, but that was also one of my meals. Then the last dinner I will show you is chili. So all I did was cook, again, onions with some olive oil, also a chopped bell pepper. Meanwhile, I opened up all the cans and added them to my slow cooker. So it was some diced tomatoes, it was kidney beans. I didn't drain any of it. And I also added some chili powder, like 2 tablespoons of it, and maybe a teaspoon or 2 of cumin. Then some salt and pepper. I mixed that around a bit and then added the meat on top. Then I also added the onions and the peppers after they were done cooking. And then it didn't look like a whole lot of liquid, so I added about 2 cans worth of water. So I put the lid on it and I let it cook for about 7 hours. Let's get into a couple of the snacks that I had. If you watched my video on Friday, you saw the smoothies that I had made. For this one right here was just some miniature chocolate spinach banana muffins I had. It's hit or miss whether Allison likes them or not, so I ate them for evening snacks with peanut butter on top, and that was super good. Another one that I made was carrot cake cookies. Those were also in the freezer, and they're really good by themselves, but I wanted a little bit of extra protein, so I crumbled up one of them to put inside Greek yogurt and ate the other one plain. Today I just had to visit 2 different stores. I went to Walmart for the grocery pickup and I went to Meijer. Let's start over here with Walmart. First of all, I got some Texas toast. I'm trying out this new bread for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for Allison. I figured it's a thicker kind of bread. It feels really soft and it's white bread, so hopefully she'll eat it. And then I also got 3 dozen eggs. I'm doing a lot of different stuff with eggs for their pantry challenge breakfast, so there's that. Then I got some spinach I can put inside some of the breakfast stuff. I also got a gallon of milk, and I got some white cheddar cheese crackers for Allison's lunches. Then 2 small things of broccoli to roast for dinners. I bought 3 red bell peppers to go in a unstuffed pepper casserole. This ground turkey is going with it. I got a green bell pepper for a recipe. Then a block of sharp cheddar cheese for just random recipes. Then I got some half and half for my coffee. We are having small group. I'm making breakfast for the kids. So for that, I needed to buy some frozen sausage links. And I got 4 cans of biscuits and then some cookies, and I'll show you the strawberries in a minute. They're from Meijer, but I do not anticipate having anything left from that to take home with us. Then I got some chicken broth for one of my recipes, got some more cottage cheese, then some Greek yogurt just to help with snacks, needed some more cooking spray, so I got that. Then I got some more coffee creamer for John's tea. This is the Coffee Mate Natural Bliss, the vanilla flavor. I grabbed some more flour. I'm making pancakes for the kids, so I needed flour for that. I also got some diced tomatoes and crushed tomatoes for some recipes. I got a huge 2-pound bag of baby carrots. Half of this is going in a recipe. The other half I'm going to be eating as snacks with little hummus cups. If you saw my last video, I have a box full of individual hummus containers. That's the way I'm going to use them up, is for snacks. I also got a 3-pound bag of Macintosh apples, actually. I usually get the Gala apples, but they were completely out at Walmart. Then some grated Parmesan, and then lastly some Sun Chips for Allison as well, and then actually some bananas. So the Sun Chips I had an Ibotta deal to get 75 cents back, I believe, and I also got $1 back from Ibotta just for using Walmart pickup. So once I get the exact total from that, I'll put it down here, but I think that's all I got was $1.75. Then just going over to Meijer, and I totally forgot to order strawberries at Walmart, but it actually worked out because these were only $1.25 each, whereas they were $2.49 or something at Walmart. So there is that. That is all of my grocery trip. I'll be right back with the total. My total for this week was $63.18. And actually I did the math, and when you take out the things for the small group and for the other meal that I have to make, we only spent $47 on actual groceries. So I don't think that was that bad. Let me go ahead and take you into the meal plan and show you what I'm making. I am pretty excited about the meals that I'm making this week. Let's go ahead and get into it. So Sunday is small group. Like I said, I'm making breakfast for the kids. So it's going to include pancakes, the sausage links, the biscuits, the strawberries, and the cookies. That all is going toward that. Monday is deconstructed stuffed peppers. This is the other stuff that I bought for my group nutrition coaching. I am making that as part of the meal plan that I send out every week. I will record that and upload the video for them. So that one took up a little bit of extra money as well. Now we're getting into the pantry meals. Starting with Tuesday, I am making tuna, shells, and cheese. And let me get out my little paper real quick. So if you remember this from last week, these are the meal ideas that I came up with using what was in my pantry. So down here, the tuna, shells, and cheese. This is using up the 2 cans of tuna that I have, as well as a bag of shells. And then I have like 2 half bags of frozen peas. So those are going in there. And then I've got cheese and some other things as well that will go in there. Then Wednesday will be chicken nuggets. We have had the same bag, it's a huge bag really, but we've had this bag of chicken nuggets for quite a while. I'm gonna really try to use it up this week. And to go with it, I'm using those 2 bags of the Del Monte Veggie Fulls. They're the broccoli and cheese. They look like the pizza rolls, but it's broccoli and cheese, and they are really good. So that'll be a super easy dinner. Thursday, I'm making some gnocchi with chicken sausage. So as far as the pantry ingredients go, I'm just using up the chicken sausages and the gnocchi. I've got a few more things that we'll be adding to it as well. And then on Friday, I'm making pulled pork sandwiches. And I've got pretty much all the things for it in the freezer. So I've got this shredded pork that's cooked already. I have some pretzel buns, and I might have some frozen broccoli in there. But actually, I think I bought the fresh broccoli and I bought some carrots. I am roasting those up to go with it because I'm pretty sure that I used up all the frozen broccoli. Then Saturday is just standard rice and beans. I believe I have one more package of beans that's already been cooked that's in my freezer, so just something super simple there. Now as far as breakfast goes, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm experimenting with a few different things. I'm making some egg cups. Now if you've seen me make French toast casserole before, you've probably seen me use like leftover crust from Allison's Uncrustable sandwiches. When I make the Uncrustables, I just freeze the crust, and that way you don't have to waste it, and you can use it in things like egg casseroles. But this time, I'm going to tear up the bread, put it in the bottom of muffin tins, and then pour like the egg stuff on it. So eggs, cheese, probably some spinach or something. Just so you know, there is no peanut butter or jelly on those crusts. I always make sure I double check. There is nothing on there, so it's not going to have like a weird sweet taste to it or anything. It would be interesting though. Then I'm going to experiment with the last of my pancake mix. I think I've got about half a box left. I would like to make donuts, and I would like to make muffins with them. So I've got like a muffin tin, but it's for donuts. So you put them in the oven, bake them that way, and then like miniature muffins. I've got some blueberries left. I got some chocolate chips. I have sprinkles. So I might have some fun with that. And then lunch for us is always leftovers. So yeah, I'm hoping to use up most of the stuff in my freezer this week. At the moment, I do not plan on continuing another week after this. I plan on sticking with the 2 weeks, but I'm still gonna try to use up the stuff in my freezer before I try to fill it again because we need to defrost it. Gotta do that first and then try to fill it and keep inventory. So I will give you guys an update next week on the status of my freezer, what it looks like, whether I can make a few more meals, and let me know how your pantry challenge is going as well. I know that some of you said you were doing it with me, whether it was a couple weeks. Some of you said you were even going like a couple of months with the stuff you had in your kitchen, which is really amazing. If you have not subscribed yet to this channel, I highly recommend you do so. That way you can be notified whenever I post more grocery hauls like these, or recipes, or meal planning tips. I've been able to do some live videos as well as some of these cooking sessions. I might do another one this week as well. I know you all loved the one last week. Let me know if you like them and I will try to do them more often. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later.